Gino Miles wearing the colours of the English champion side, the cherry and white of Wigan. Ball restart in play now. And this Wigan side, they really need to do something. Dennis Betts and the Peter Stirling's got big wraps on. Takes the ball up first for them. Now they flick it around. Dean Bell gets it on to Boddicker. Now to Martin Offia. Had a terrible game against the Gold Coast, but he's flying already today. Martin Offia will go all the way, and Wigan get the first points in this quarter-final of the Cup. And boy, oh boy, doesn't he burn the turf even on a wet day when he gets the chance. Had a terrible game against the Gold Coast, but just exploded out of the blocks. Watch this.
Well, we've seen some very quick players play this game, but I've never seen anybody quicker than Martin Offia on a football field. A valiant chase there by a couple of the Penrith players. Barry Walker, no, that was Boyd coming across at the last tackle. He had no chance, and Offia has given the Wigan side a marvellous start. 4 points to nil within a minute. Great start for the Englishman.
No doubt about that. Bruno Boddicker, who has been kicking very well, Peter.
Yes, he's landed 3 goals up to this stage, and you know, if they can get any points courtesy of conversions today, it's an enormous bonus. Very difficult conditions. Boddicker has done just that, put one over the black dot. A very big 6 points to nil lead for the Wigan side.
No doubt about that. Well, Martin Offia was electric against Cronulla on the first night of this tournament. Went very flat against the Gold Coast. Gee, what a run then. Okay, Betts wraps up Penrith. Let's get back to them as Cartwright now brings it up. He unloads very quickly, but they're getting bustled by this English defence. Coming up very quickly, Gene Miles involved in that. Cartwright getting very involved, puts the ball down and quickly puts the toe to it.
Well, that's the problem with the conditions out there today. There's going to be a lot of loose ball, and really the side that can get down, make less mistakes, but also get on the loose balls is going to hold a tremendous advantage. Possession extremely important in these wet conditions.
Both packs going in. Wigan ball. Boddicker up in the line to try and create that overlap. Bell steps back inside. Lots of defence still going though. Bustling his way a few more metres.
He's had a marvellous career, Dean Bell. It seems like he's been around forever, and there's another man who's got plenty of miles up, Gene Miles, and seems to have found an extra lease of life with the Wigan club. He's had a marvellous season so far over there in their conditions.
No doubt about that. He's getting big raps out of England. Right now they go. Wigan. Betts flings one back.
There'll be another 6 tackles to the Wigan side, and again some more possession. Very tough for the Penrith side to score without the football.
Sean Edwards will play it back. Dermott fires one out now for Miles. Gets it on to Betts. Betts picks up Boddicker. Comes back inside. They've taken play into the Penrith half by about 13 metres. Betts puts the toe to the ball. Not a bad kick either. The chase is on now in these greasy conditions. But Penrith clean it up through Alexander.
Well, that's smart play again from the Wigan side. Betts dropped the ball onto the boot. Very tough to pick it up. Alexander tried to do so, but again, another set of 6, and really with this weight of possession, we should see some more points registered by this Wigan side.
Bell gets a very smart ball out very quickly to Myers. Trying to get up to play the ball. Careful here because they've got plenty of time now. Plenty of tackles left. Here they go. The Englishmen stretching the way. They change direction though. They come back the other way.
This man's the key for the Wigan side, Sean Edwards. Without Andrew Gregory on the field, he's the playmaker. He's the man that would be looking for places where the Penrith defence are vulnerable.
Busy player, as he likes to get involved from the word go.
Well, he's a test player, and it probably hasn't lived up. I think he was one of the youngest players ever to represent in the English jersey, and maybe hasn't lived up. As Dermott goes, oh, he's shot. That's a double movement.
No try, double movement from Dermott. He just went a bit early, slammed it down, thought he was going to get probably swept across on the grass.
Well, he's awarded the try. I'd like to see this on replay. I thought he grounded the ball, and it was a separate motion. There, he's grounded it once, and he grounded it again.
No doubt about it.
Well, it's a little bit of luck there for the Wigan side, and they have had all the football. They need these points on the board with the weight of possession they've been able to enjoy.
So Wigan 10, Penrith yet to put any points on the board. The kick to come, there it is. It's a horror. So that score remains Wigan 10, Penrith 0. And that one, well, definitely a double movement there. No doubt about that. But it's been awarded. Right, Penrith now with the football. Cartwright goes up hard again. Takes it 10 metres out. Alexander. Bittler. Bittler's been using his step to great effect, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's a fine player. Been on a kangaroo tour at something like 18 years of age, and I think he'll be in Australian sides for many years to come in some shape or form. As Alexander sees some space out wide, picks up Brad Fittler, but a poor pass back inside, and Gene Miles comes up with the football.
Knocked the wind out of his sails a bit. So Wigan now back with the ball. Not going anywhere this time, though.
With only a minute and a half left on the clock, Darryl, Wigan don't have to do anything. They've got a good lead on the scoreboard, 10 points to 0, and really they can just afford to work it out. If they work out 5 tackles, put the big kick in, but Dermott has made a good break. He's picked up off here.
And off he is out of that tackle. Can he go again? Now he stretches out. He's going to go all the way again by the look of it. Martin Offie will put it right under the black dot. Well, he knows how to score him. There's no doubt about that. I'm not too sure he can get through defence as well as he would like to, but if he gets any space, he's just uncatchable.
Well, he's not in the side for his defence. This is why he's in the side, and this is why he's the highest paid rugby league player in the world, along with Ellery Hanley, I suppose. Just that freakish ability to be able to score tries, and it is courtesy of that amazing speed. And that really should wrap up this match. I know that's a big statement going into the second half, but with a 16 points to 0 lead as Bodica does convert the try, going to be very difficult for the Penrith side to pull back.
So there we are, scores now at the first Cup quarter-final. Wigan over Penrith, and to the tune of 16-0. Well, out for Cartwright again. Up he goes, hard and straight. Ben Alexander looking for his brother. Bittler wanted the ball, but just couldn't get it. Gene Miles put himself in between Alexander and the ball. Going for Fittler. Comes out for Walker. There's the half-time siren. Loose ball. Gregory gets his toe to it. The Englishman chase on, but the referee pulls it back. So the half-time...
Now, it's been a penalty awarded here, Darryl. The Penrith side, he's ruled that the player was offside. Andy Gregory shakes his head. He doesn't agree with it. So they'll have one last chance this first half to register their first points.
Okay. So Penrith going as much as they can. It'll take them just outside the 22.
Run it, Darryl, or put the ball up in the air? They'll run it.
There we go. Fittler. There's the kick.
30-0 kick. A good play there from the Wigan side. Bodica takes the tackle.
Action from the second half coming up. Wigan leading, Penrith 16-0. Driving the ball off. Pretty deep, Penrith. In these conditions, Peter, you've played here this morning. I mean, I can't believe the ground has drained as well as it has when you consider how much rain over 3 days we've had.
Well, there is still a lot of water out there, Darryl, but with the amount of rain, the ground has held up remarkably well. You could do with flippers and scuba gear out there, but I thought it was an excellent first half performance by the Wigan side. They played very, very good wet weather football, which I suppose they are used to coming from where they do.
Intercept then from the Englishman. Referee pulls it back, though. The scrum will pack midway between the quarter and the half. Penrith's end of the ground. Alexander to feet, and one against the head, so a good win for Wigan here. They've got them stretched if they can go out, but they come back the other way. Andy Gregory now, he straightens up the attack, and that's the 22 you can see. So again, they're in great attacking position, Pete.
Yes, and they really don't have to score points, Darryl. They just waste time with possession. Good stepping here from David Myers and a good support from Sean Edwards. They've got enough points on the scoreboard to win. They just have to keep their line intact.
So Wigan just inside the 22. Over the head of Miles. Picked up by Bell. He virtually goes backwards to give himself some space now. Bodica puts the ball in the air, chasing through. He gets the bounce. He might still be able to do it. Oh!
I think it went
touch
dead.
And go, but I think he just missed it by probably a couple of centimetres. It was close. Watch this.
Yeah, smart play from Frano Bodica. The ball just skidding along there. You can see the wet conditions. Very, very close, but the ball just over the line.
Not much in that.
Well, no beg your pardons here. Sean Edwards not happy with Greg Alexander. versa. I think more of a smile on Sean Edwards' face when he looks up at the scoreboard. The penalty has gone to the Penrith side, and Brad Fittler picks up touch, still 10 metres inside their own half.
So Penrith yet to score in this the second half, and they need to put some points on the board very, very quickly. But they just can't get that field position, Peter. They've played most of this game up there into the field.
No, they haven't had much football, and it's been a smart performance by Wigan. Only 4.5 minutes left on the clock. I know Penrith have got some great attacking players, but very difficult to see them scoring enough points to go through into the semi-final.
Penrith running out of tackles and needing some territory very quickly. Alexander now belts the ball downfield. Plenty of Penrith chasing coming on, but the Englishman should cover it up. Oh, no, they don't! That's got to be a try. Yes, sir, that is a try. So a great chase. We said that chases were coming through, and what a beauty.
Yes, they took the odds to it. Greg Alexander certainly had plenty of pace there from the Penrith side, chasing with Alexander and Graham Lyons, who has scored a couple of tries already in this tournament. A bad bounce for David Mize, and Graham Lyons right on the spot. And that's the first points to the Penrith side. The conversion attempt unsuccessful, so still plenty to do, trailing 16 points to 4.
The Penrith on the board at 16-4. Dean Miles starts for Wigan, and again makes another valuable 10. Gregory puts his head down and burrows away and gets inside the 22. So in 2 plays, they've really made a lot of ground here, Wigan.
He's like an extra forward, isn't he, Andy Gregory? A pocket back at battleship. Look at the size of the man. A very astute player, good ball player, and so is this man, Sean Edwards. They've done a marvellous job out there this afternoon for the Wigan side.
Bodica stepping, looking to unload, long floater out. Comes back inside for Sean Edwards. All sorts of angles here for Andy Gregory, the little man we're talking about, and it opens up for him, and he's right under the post. Gee, they're virtually uncatchable here with only 2:41 on the clock to go and leading 20-4 with a kick to come.
Yes, we spoke about running angles yesterday, and what it does is put the opposition in 2 minds. You see the Penrith defence at 6s and 7s there. The number 10, Brett Boyd, had no idea who was going to get the football. In the end, he got nobody.
Bodica out in front. Gets the points too, so 22-4. Wigan over Penrith in this, the first Cup quarter-final. And the Englishmen very, very impressive. They've had all of the ball, basically, in this match. So Penrith now back on the attack. Alexander swings it around, gets it to his brother. Now it goes.
Graham Mackay taking the ball up. He's had a good tournament for the Penrith side as well.
Cartwright turns his back to spin it away and does exactly that. Alexander goes out wider again to Lyons. Loose ball.
Another set of 6 there for the Penrith side. A fortuitous bounce, but a minute 40 left on the clock, trailing by 18. It's going to be Wigan that's going to go through, and it's been a good performance. A high tackle from Sean Edwards. And Brad Fittler again presenting that high tackle.
Coach Gould sitting high and dry. Well, not about dry, but high in the stands anyway. It's not too many people dry here. There's Mackay. Bustles his way into the 22. There's a bit of push and shove going on. This was always going to sort of happen, but Dean Bell doing the best he can to settle everything down.
Yeah, shame to see this happen. Temper starting to get a little bit frayed. I don't know what eventuated there between Martin Offier and Graham Mackay. But again, when you look at the scoreboard, you know who's going to have the biggest smile on their face.
The feeling of this, of course, goes back to last October when Wigan defeated Penrith in the World Club Championship. There'd still be a bit of sting left there.
Yeah, I'm sure that, even though Penrith won the Winfield Cup competition, that it would have been nice to take the World Championship. Everything against them going over there at the end of the season, and I'm sure the boys celebrated long and hard going up to that game. But Wigan, they've earned the title of World Champions, and, they're going to register another win this afternoon.
So the ball still loose here in the dying seconds of the game. A mishandled ball, and it's a try. So Penrith posting some points late, and too late with only 16 seconds of this game remaining.
Yeah, Big John Cartwright put the boot to the ball. Frano Bodica took this pretty easily. Should have dived on the football in these conditions, but it's all academic now. That's just going to make it a more impressive scoreline for the Penrith team, I suppose. They've got to within 14 points.
So 22-8, the final score.